beautiful and pleasant evening here in Colombo 7 Racecourse International Stadium. Dressed up to the occasion, this is under 17 Saff International Football Tournament. This tournament being conducted annually among Saff nations and promises to be an exciting one. Very good evening to all the football lovers who are joining us from across the country, and for those who are joining us from around the globe, it's a warm welcome. 7 nations in fact, and they are ready to showcase their future. We are having a look at the youngsters doing their preparation, warm-ups, drills, and they are raring to go. 7 very strong squads, including Sri Lanka, and the curtain raiser today between Sri Lanka and Nepal. Sri Lanka had the opportunity of hosting this tournament back in 2022, and that was their best finish, finishing at the semi-finals. Last 2 tournaments wasn't all that auspicious for the Sri Lankans, going down heavily against all their opponents, and they are looking very keen based on what we've heard from the coach. They've been training for a couple of months and good combinations. They've gathered the best talent across the country and few foreign players, 6 to be precise. They are ready to showcase their footballing prowess in front of adoring fans here at Racecourse Stadium, Colombo 7. Those of you love to watch football, finishing your work, going home, this is the place to be. 7 nations. Sri Lanka, the host. Bangladesh. India, the footballing powerhouse. Nepal, Bhutan, Maldives, and Pakistan. Just yesterday we had the media briefing. We had the opportunity of speaking. We had the opportunity of listening to the skippers, and that's the draw schedule. Compact and exciting one. We are just about to witness the game between Nepal and Sri Lanka, the curtain raiser, and tomorrow India taking on Maldives. 2 matches starting time 3 p.m. Pakistan taking on Bhutan, the second game on the 18th September. Bangladesh versus Nepal should be another cracking game. 19th, Maldives once again clashing against Pakistan. Early start 3 p.m. and rest of the matches, excitement promised. Semi-finals scheduled to be played on 25th and the final on 27th. Best footballing talent, best youth talent across the Asia, across South Asia in fact, ready to showcase their footballing prowess. And just as I mentioned, most of the teams had their camps well ahead of this tournament. This is the 10th edition. 9 previous editions, well, of course, India had the upper hand, winning 6 out of 9. Bangladesh winning the tournament on 2 occasions, and Pakistan winning the tournament on 1 occasion. For Sri Lanka, it's the best finish, finishing up at the semi-finals of this tournament. But this tournament in particular, they are hoping to go one step better and hoping to enter the finals. This being a home tournament, they will be playing in front of adoring football fans, and we are extending the invitation to all the football fans in close vicinity, finishing up at the semi-final under floodlights. But this tournament, excitement promised. They are hoping to go one step better. There you go. Fans, they are very keen to go. Ardent supporters with flags. This is absolutely, we are having a preview to the future. These youngsters, of course, already showcased tremendous skills. That's the reason why they are here. Sri Lankans, of course, done their scouting, gathered a strong unit, they've trained properly, and the fans expecting them to deliver. Just as I mentioned, this is the tournament starting fixture. Quite a few exciting matches coming up. And formalities. Flag bearers, young and aspiring footballers carrying the flags, and followed by Saff football flag as well as FIFA official flag. This is the tournament starting These are lifelong memories.
Quite a few exciting matches.
The pitch, of course, looking fantastic. Sri Lankan flag onto your right. Nepalese flags, and followed by onto your left. And the two teams will be escorted into the grounds by these youngsters, young and aspiring footballers. Well, the officials for today's game, looking fantastic. Referee Kumar Ashwin from India. First assistant P. Muralidharan, also from India. And the two teams, Sanwar Hem Kumar from Bhutan. The second official, second assistant referee, and the fourth official, Alamgir from Bangladesh. Match commissioner Chemparasi Sudhir from India. Kumar Ashwin from India. Everything is in readiness. We are waiting the arrival of two teams through the tunnel. Excitement builds up, and football fans are waiting this tournament quite eagerly. Sri Lanka being the host. Isn't it lovely? Everything is in readiness. We are waiting the arrival of carrying the flag right above the match ball. We've seen fans, a fantastic looking trophy this tournament quite eagerly. Sri Lanka being the host. Isn't it lovely? Carrying the flag right above the match ball.
We have the pleasure to invite Honorable Sunil Kumar Gamage, Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, His Excellency Dr. Purna Bahadur, Ambassador of Nepal to Sri Lanka, Mr. Purushottam Katel, General Secretary of Saff, Mr. Niranjan Mukherjee, Head of South Asia Unit, AFC, and Mr. Jaswa Uma, President of Football Federation of Sri Lanka, to be introduced to the players and officials of the team. Mr. Purushottam Katel, General Secretary of SAF, Mr. Niranjan Mukherjee, Head of South Asia Unit, AFC, and Mr. Jaswa Uma.
The ground announcer just went on to mention the chief guest, sports minister. We have Mr. Jaswa Oma, and the dignitaries being introduced to the playing 11 for Sri Lanka first. Ishaq Maufa, jersey number 7, proud moment, UAE based. They are hoping to deliver their best. Two previous tournaments weren't all that good. Here's the name. He was looking very keen during the media briefing. They looks determined and looks to go one step further. The formality is just about to be concluded. Just as I mentioned, two teams will be rising for the national anthems of their particular countries.
If you're able to, for the national anthem of Nepal. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing if you're able to for the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
On display from both the teams. Now both teams giving high fives to each other as well as the officials, and promises to be a cracking encounter. This 90 minutes will tell who will take the lead in Group A. Group A comprising Sri Lanka, Nepal, and two-time winners Bangladesh. It's a very, very tough group. And in Group B, India, Maldives, Bhutan, and very strong Pakistan. So each game, each moment matters a lot. Customary scenes. Official photograph just before the match. Nepal, Bohra, Prashant Mokhtan, the skipper, Anmol Kalki, Magar, Tami, Thapa Magar, must be his brother, Shamir Kumar, Kami, Shrestha, Bandari, and Nishchal Magar. Strong starting 11, I can tell you that. They are so used to play attacking football, and it's been reflected in their results. 4-time finalist. Sri Lanka, for them, everything to gain. Last two editions was disastrous. Whereas the starting lineup for Sri Lanka: Katafi, skipper Musafa, Mahamudu, Hiruka Ratnayaka, Irusha Jayatunga, Aditya Vikramaratne, Muhammad Ifam, Ahmed Haroon, Rishad Ishaq, Amish, and very strong team. And just as I mentioned, they've been training for a couple of months. Well drilled, well gelled together. 6 foreign players. Once again, going through the officials. Kumar Ashwin from India officiating the game. He'll be ably assisted by P. Muralidharan, his Indian counterpart, and Sanwar Hem Kumar from Bhutan. The second official. Fourth match official, Alamgir from Bangladesh, and match commissioner Chimbasi Sudhir from India. Excitement builds up. Youngsters ready for the final huddle. Just a moment ago, we went through the playing 11. Both the teams have their best 11 starting up the tournament. Just as I say, curtain raiser. No room for errors. Every game, every moment matters. Just 2 games during the first round, and the results will determine the outcome, based on which teams will work their way into the semi-finals. Top 2 teams, of course, make their way to the semi-finals. Sri Lanka hoping to be one of them, as well as Nepal. Last moment huddle. Nepal, they looked very refreshed, looking very keen. It's a wonderful playing field here at Racecourse Ground, Colombo 7. This has been a very busy place for the football fans as well as players. Quite a few international fixtures, of course. We are underway then. Live from Racecourse International Stadium. Saff Under 17 International Championship being conducted annually. And Sri Lanka, their best finish. They managed to finish in the sixth position, reaching the semi-finals. It was a good first round, but they went down 6-0 against the same opponent they are playing against, Nepal and India. Just as I mentioned, the powerhouse of regional football, winning this tournament on 6 occasions. First touchers for the back division. Nepal, known to playing a very attacking brand of football, made great strides, and they used this tournament to give good effect to groom their youngsters under 19 levels as well as under 17s. They've had quite a few good results, reaching the finals on 4 occasions. And here's a good volley. Went past the goal line, first touchers, and immediately Nepal looks to threaten. Sri Lankan defense will be tested. Plenty of good players, just as I mentioned. A flat one into the safety. Both the teams not very keen on speeding things up, which is absolutely vital. As you all know, the game runs for 90 minutes. So it's about keeping up your energy levels right throughout the game. Based on what we've seen from Nepal during previous tournaments, they pretty much started. Oh, that's a collision in the middle. Nepal, no harm done to the players. Moving along the right flanks and trying to thread one in, and Sri Lankan defender intervened right on time. Quite a few interesting additions to this squad. Maufa, UAE-based player who's been spending time, and that's Marco Jayatunga. He's from Italy, playing his football for Istituto Tecno in Italy. Istituto Tecno Economico in Italy. A couple of players from Italy, always pleasing to see, showing interest in representing their motherland at the international level. It was a threatening challenge, so free kick, the first set piece in favor of Nepal. Work things along the right flank, gets it once again to the back division, wearing jersey number 5 for Nepal, Anmol Karki, and good interception by Sri Lanka. First one on target, but the goalkeeper had different ideas. Back to the Sri Lankan goalkeeper. Right from the word go, he's been a busy man, SK Kavisha from Wamba Royal College, Kurunegala. Representation for Sri Lanka from all over the country. We have a couple of players from Anuradhapura. I just mentioned a player from Kurunegala, another one from Putlam, and always pleasing to see a player from Jaffna in the mix. And as usual, Zaira making huge contribution. 3 players altogether over the years playing outstanding football and producing high quality footballers. That's Usman, Lanka Jayatunga, and jersey number 8, skipper wearing jersey number 7, Ishaq Maufa. Jayatunga looks to be busy from time to time. Very light on their feet, moves really nicely and nimble-footed, just as you expect from youngsters of this age group. Saff, South Asian Football Federation. Oh, that's a beautiful one. The defender acted promptly, prevented what would have been a threatening move by the Sri Lankans. That will definitely keep the crowd going. Sri Lanka coming into this game as the underdogs, so everything to play for, everything to gain, and when you have that underdog tag, less pressure on you. And based on what the coach Fazul Rahman has to say during the media briefing, they look confident. He expressed plenty of speed and dribbling his way around Sri Lankan defenders, still in possession, and Sri Lankans immediately put to the test possession wise as expected. Nepal dominating things. Will be a key man wearing jersey number 14, Kami, building up attacks from time to time. You can see the facial expression of Sri Lankan players. They are very keen to make an impression, and it's a vital stage of their footballing career. This is the stage they make that much needed recognition, and hopefully someday wearing the national colors and representing the country. That's the whole point of this tournament. And teams like India, Nepal, Pakistan and Bangladesh producing quite a few exciting players through this tournament. Here's the captain, Ishaq Maufa. So far so good. Sri Lanka keeping the scoreline 0-0. Just about 8 minutes gone. Now Sri Lankans try to work things off the right flank. Plenty of players cluttered together. There's no doubt these youngsters got what it takes to make an impression. Speed, we've seen that. Sri Lankans, they've got that. Just about maintaining their composure. That's what was lacking for them during the 2 previous editions. I'll let you know the score lines Sri Lanka suffered during the previous tournament, losing all 3 games, 4 goals, 5 goals, never looking good. And today, I have no doubts, Sri Lankans, they are quite keen on taking this game right down to the wire, and that will provide exciting football or good work by Nepalese number 7, Sushant Papamaga. He's a key man, building up those Nepal already built up quite a few attacks, none of them proven threatening, which means Sri Lankan defense is up to the mark. There are quite a few players took part during the previous 2 editions for Nepal based on their name. If I'm not mistaken, Thami was part of Nepalese team during the previous edition, so which means he's an experienced player. Age group tournaments, always a tricky business. Just, maintaining the consistency, not the easiest of things to do. For the same reason, it is vital Sri Lanka keep building strong units in this age group, under 19, under 17 and under 20s. And Ishak Mafo already played for Sri Lanka under 19s, if I'm not mistaken. That was mentioned during the media briefing yesterday. And he mentioned that training went well, plenty of players from overseas, and they've had sufficient time to face the challenge thrown at them by the likes of Nepal and Bangladesh. Bangladesh, of course, winning the tournament on 2 occasions. So Sri Lanka knew things will be tough, just about rising to the occasion and bring out your best. It's a challenge. Beautiful ball to the right flank and gets one inside the penalty area. No real threat. Bangladeshi defenders acting cool, calm and collective. And it's a foul, free kick, set piece in favor of Nepal. Here's another key man wearing jersey number 5 for Sri Lanka. Hirugo Ratnayaka, USA-based player. They are hoping that the level of football play about this tournament, their first priority is winning this game, and they will definitely give themselves a good chance of moving into the second round if they manage to do that against a very strong Nepalese outfit. Possession so far dominated by Nepal, and a collision. Looks like the ref goes to the pocket, and yellow is the color. The first yellow card. So the player will have to play with caution for the remainder of this first encounter. Little reckless onto his body. Tinusha Pereira. Rather, short throw. It's an interception, but once again decided to give a free kick in favor of. It's a throw. Wearing jersey number 15 for Sri Lanka, Pawan Fernando. I beg your pardon, that's Aditya Vikramaratne, yet another player from Italy. They're always pleasing to see these youngsters who are based in overseas. Their keenness, their eagerness to represent their motherland, Sri Lanka, will definitely benefit immensely. We'll have a look at current Sri Lankan outfit. Plenty of foreign-based players, the likes of Jack Hingert, Claudio Cambronage, Jason Thayaparan, other one Raj Mohan. Plenty of them. Sri Lankan national squad comprising quite a few foreign-based players. They keep adding those exciting players who are based in Europe, Australia, UK, and in the US. That's a good one. Skipper moves along the left flank. Excellent challenge. Looks like Sri Lanka just about to get a corner. It all depends on how well you react to the pressure. Sri Lanka definitely looks like they got the height advantage. There's the mascot, Sri Lankan football lion. Loopy volley, no real challenge. Goalkeeper had very little trouble pushing that one away for safety. Sri Lanka still in possession. Tries to shield that one, didn't working, and throw in favor of Nepal. We were expecting this game to move forward at a hectic pace, but unfortunately, both the teams applying great deal of patience. Long ball, not finding the intended player. It looks like. Oh. He had two men onto his left, still deciding to go at the goalkeeper. Wasn't the right decision, but these things happen. These are young amateur footballers. Instead, the goalkeeper had very little trouble keeping goal for Sri Lanka. Wearing jersey number 1 is SK Kavinshan. Tall lad from Kurunagala, represented Waimba Royal College, played really well and earned his place in this playing 11 today. Proud moment for all the players in the squad. Never easy. There are plenty of schools scattered across the country playing outstanding football, the likes of Zaira College. And interestingly, we have 2 players from St. Peter's and 2 players from Anuradhapura from same school. I'll let you know exactly what exactly that school. Must be a very proud moment. We haven't seen any player in the front division trying to do anything extravagant. Basic, simple, intelligent football. Try to thread one through the right flank, not finding a red jersey. I really like the calmness and the composure by the Sri Lankans. They've been often dominated during this tournament in the past 8 editions they took part. They've won very few games, I tell you. And for the same reason, each and every game, every moment of the game, just 2 games during the first round. If you're not getting your first game right, you will be under huge pressure immediately. Free kick in favor of Sri Lanka. Plenty of red jerseys scampering back. The coaches playing a vital part, providing had the ball in front and just slammed it into Nepalese defender. The best opportunity Sri Lanka had right throughout the game. 18 minutes gone, and Sri Lanka looking to form another attacking wave. Plenty of white jerseys is inside the penalty area. Sri Lanka 0, Nepal 0. Take count, definitely give themselves a very good chance of doing well. Long throw. Finds a red jersey, looks like skipper wearing jersey number 16. Firstly, "20 minutes gone, and Sri Lanka had fairly good 2 opportunities. Gets a long ball. The striker is in pursuit, gets it over the crossbar. Had ample opportunities, just a single defender and the goalkeeper in front of him. Wickramaratne marching ahead. He's done a good job reaching for that ball. Just the final touches was missing. Immediately into the goal area of Sri Lankans, and trusting his back line to do the link-up work. Was put under a little bit of pressure there. I'm sure these youngsters trying to imitate the defensive prowess of Sri Lankan backline consist of players like Jack Hingard, Jason Thayabaran, Claudio Kramaric, foreign-based players showcasing outstanding footballing prowess. The youngsters obviously trying to replicate their successes and move through the left flank. The touch was a little too heavy and went past the goal line. Before that, it seems to have touched the Sri Lankan player. It's a corner. Sri Lanka starting to feel the pressure, already sweated. It's a very pleasant evening, just as I mentioned. We had a rain around 5 p.m. but the pitch looks fabulous. Very young looking number 12 for Nepal. Flat corner, no troubles, into the safety, and the fans, they are very happy. It's never a nice feeling being under the squash. Sri Lankans were expected to be under the squash right from the word go against a very strong team, 4-time finalist Nepal. This is exactly how they prefers to build their attacking waves. To the left flank as well as the right flank, and threads in beautiful passes through the middle. 4 midfielders cluttered together, wasn't productive, and the skipper, he's in position looking for numbers. Long ball, and player got plenty of room in front, dribbling his way, and Wazi looks like a player who wants to get busy. Looks like a player who has the knack of being at the right place at the right time. We've already seen twice him assisting fellow forwards. It was a threatening one, and the goalkeeper, nothing fancy, just basic defensive work being done by the goalkeeper. Kavincha. Both the teams not very keen on wasting too much of energy. By now, if there was any nerves, that must be gone by now. Just settling down to good patterns and feeling comfortable. That feel-good factor will play a key role for the Sri Lankans right throughout this tournament. They are focused on the game in hand as we are reaching the 25th minute. No real attacking moves, surprisingly, by the Nepalese forwards. Haven't been able to thread in quality balls, quality numbers during this game. As a result, Nepal still searching for their first. So is Sri Lankans. They had the better chances, two of them. One was on target, the other went astray. Long throw, just like Harsha, who used to play for Sri Lanka. And decided to go outward instead of inside. And threatening move is on the cards, luckily. Reaching no one, still Sri Lanka feels the heat. Good piece of defending. Beautiful work. Concedes the position back. And Nepal trying to dribble their way inside the penalty area. Well intercepted and into the safety. Based on the formation, looks like Sri Lanka going with 4 and 2. Across towards the right flank. Very strong player. Gives it a good pass. And with the speed, and looks like Sri Lanka just about to get a corner. Well worked out. Deservedly so. Here's number 18 for Sri Lanka. Mohamed Rishad is inside. And number 7. Players who got the height. And that's a good one. But unfortunately, Nepalese player, timely intervention and speeding their way through the right wing now. Just about couple of players to evade, and inside the penalty area, Sri Lankans scampering back. Now have enough numbers inside the penalty areas. Back in position. It's a bit of a ding-dong battle. No teams being able to maintain position for a longer period. That's a beautiful ball. Decided to switch inside or into the middle. Around center circle area, another good one. Space opening up, and got caught offside in the process, unfortunately. It was a nice build up, just that playing offside ever so slightly. These players showcasing their efficiency during the first half. Still in all, as we are fast approaching the 30th minute. And a free kick. This could spell danger for Sri Lanka, and reaching for the pocket once again. The challenge wasn't a good one. And immediately given a red card. My goodness. Now Sri Lanka will have to contend with 10 players for the remainder of this game. Second yellow, and player being sent off. How unfortunate. Too many threatening challenges, and ref had enough. Key moment of this game. We'll let you know exactly who the player was. Sri Lanka now really starting to feel the pressure. It's a free kick just about a meter outside the penalty area. Beautiful angle. Sri Lankans forming a wall and hoping that they could bring out their best with just 10 players on the pitch. Three forming wall, the skipper Kumar Harun, Mohamed Rishad, set of players who got the height. Very unfortunate. Touched away, should be another corner. Threatening times. Sri Lanka starting to feel the pressure now. going through the game, I couldn't recall a moment the first red card was handed over to that player. Looks like a case of giving straight yellow. We'll let you know the confirmation in a moment. Nepal with that numerical advantage, that feel-good factor, gets a long loopy corner. It was almost heading over the crossbar and dipped down to the goalkeeper, who had very little trouble. This man in particular, very skillful player with the speed in that occasion. However, his defender reacted really well. It's a beautiful venue, just as I mentioned, and the lights. It's a wonderful sight. So if you are a football fan around Colombo, you've got a game on your hand. Sri Lanka playing Nepal, always exciting and a good one. Headed away for safety. As you can see on the screen, Sri Lanka has been given a red card. They have to do whatever they do with just 10 players against a very, very strong Nepalese outfit. It will be tough proposition for Sri Lanka, I can tell you. Sri Lanka number 19, who had a very good game so far. Amish Wasim, and space in front. Getting not the best of passes. He's expecting that one to be a little closer, well within his range. Unfortunately, wasn't the case. It's like swimming against the tide with just 10 players, 4-time finalist. But it's getting plenty of players inside. That's a long throw. Deflected away and should be another corner. It is a corner. So against the run-off play, Sri Lanka managing to create few opportunities. Had that pass been a little more within the range for that on-ramp attacker, Sri Lanka might have created another opportunity, but unfortunately wasn't. 36 minutes gone, and Sri Lanka getting ready for another corner. Goalkeeper for Nepal, jersey number 16, Bahadur Bohra, placing his defenders well in place. And there's the corner. A flat one, unfortunately. No white jerseys in close vicinity. Threads one through two defenders once again. Back in position. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, straight to the goalkeeper's hand. By far the best opportunity Sri Lanka created. Defenders for Nepal got caught napping for a split moment. Take a look at it. Skipper Mafa got the header, deflected away for another corner. There goes the reaction by the Sri Lankan coach, Fazul Rahman. He's quietly confident about these players, their ability to perform, and he promises to deliver Sri Lanka under 17's best performance, whichever the results. It's been a little strange game so far. Despite losing a player, Sri Lanka is still building attacking passages, and almost a goal, if not for the goalkeeper. That's another one. The chase is on, and just about managed to put that one away into the safety of the touchline. Sri Lanka using this tactic during the international fixtures as well, getting in plenty of long throws into the penalty box, trying to create chances. They almost created a fantastic opportunity on that previous occasion where skipper Buffer headed that one straight into goal, keeping it the way. And Sri Lanka not making the most out of it. Nepal starting to feel a little bit of pressure based on what they've seen from the Sri Lankans playing attacking football. That was what Coach liked the players out there in the middle to do. Once again, Nepal in possession, and surprisingly, I was expecting them to play much quicker, play this game at much faster pace. But they've been playing very, very cautiously, taking time to build up passages, and just as I say, a good one reaching the front row. Sri Lankan defenders, they've been proactive. Credit must be given to the coaches. They must be working intensely hard. Skipper Malfa went on to mention that training was very, very tough. So they are ready to bring out their best, and still keeping the score line 0-all itself reflects their teamwork. Oh, space in front. Oh, by far the best opportunity Nepalese got right throughout the game. Somehow he did manage to push that one away. Here's the replay. Lovely volley. Sri Lankan defender. Just a lazy touch. That's the reaction. That tells the story. The best opportunity the Nepalese got right throughout the game and not taken. So both the teams had their moments. Oh, that's a good work. Once again, slowly but steadily, Nepal bring out that attacking instinct. He was the man who missed that easy volley. Just didn't manage to push that one into the goal. That's Samir Kumar. Must be disappointed. There's no issues with the back division for Sri Lanka. This man has been very active, playing really well. Number 5 for Nepal, looks like a very good player, Anmol Karki. Getting as close as possible and barking out the instruction, Nepalese coach Sanjit Singh. Back in position, dribbling his way forward, evading a defender, and still moves forward, and that one just went out of touch. The final touch was touch heavier. As a result, conceding position back to the Nepal is the coach. He too, just like Sanjit Singh, getting as close as possible and barking out instructions. Plenty of them. These are young players, new to the game, of course very talented, but heavily relying on their coaches to bring out their best. Fazil Rahman, highly regarded coach, and he's been given the responsibility of developing a good under-17 team. About managing to bring the one inside, and Sri Lanka, good piece of defending. Wearing jersey number 22, Prishta Bandari, another player to watch out. haven't had too many balls to showcase his craft. This man too looks very young and enterprising. Kami. Buban Kami. Prashant Mokhtar sends in a good volley, but unfortunately not enough red jerseys inside the penalty box. Sri Lanka, despite losing a player, still maintaining a good percentage of possession. I started to wonder the exact reason for them to go back instead forward, just to get that back division involved. That's a horrendous pass, and immediately Nepal sees the opportunity and pounds on it. Back in position, moves forward without any troubles. They're very secured in their defense. Goes right, finds number 7. That's Tapamarga, Shoshank Tapamarga. Trying to get his work rate up. Sri Lanka tightening their defensive screws. They're going to need each and every one of them to be tighter. It's a tough job as we are reaching the 45th minute of this game. Not too sure how many added minutes during the first half. Whichever the case, both the teams showcasing and playing outstanding football as another one gets it over the crossbar. The coach was happy. It was a beautiful build-up. Here's the man who missed that wonderful opportunity wearing just number 17, Samir Kumar. For an unknown reason, a strange reason, he decided to push that one to the right. And this time, gets it over the crossbar and building up a very productive attacking wave. Spread to Nepalese defensive line, and Sri Lankans looking for space, and that not the best pass during this game. It was all too easy for Nepalese players to regain possession back. That's a good challenge, and looks like Nepal just about to get a corner. Wearing jersey number 14, this man, I mentioned that already, Buban Kami. Good passage of play for the Nepalese. He's not the biggest lad, certainly got the pace to match it. On defense, getting his work rate up, Sri Lanka number 19, Wasim. There's a volley, once again deflected away, and Nepal back in position. Here's the opportunity, plenty of room in front, and looks like a man who got the pace, looking for support. Plenty of white jerseys scampering forward into the safety of touch goes Nepalese defenders, and once again Sri Lanka has to curtail that attacking wave, wearing jersey number 21. Consider how many seconds Sri Lanka keep the possession, and that's where their problems are lying. Sri Lanka gets a corner. Number 5 for Nepal. So far, excellent work with Anmol Karki. A short corner, looking for players in front and trying to get one inside the penalty box. He gets it, and almost, not quite. It was a case of Nepalese player pushing that one into the goal just at the nick of time. managing to pull it back. Here's the header once again by the skipper, deflected away by Karki, and luckily it was slower, otherwise easily would have gone inside the net, inside the goal post. And Sri Lanka once again, yet another corner. Oh, deflected away and goes past the goal line. Against the run-off play, Sri Lanka created two opportunities, in fact, two very good opportunities. Skipper getting busy. Useful header. Just the target was missing. We are playing the additional minutes. Looks like just about a couple of minutes being added to the standard time, 45 minutes. This is the curtain raiser of Under-17 Saff Football Championship 2025. Sri Lanka, the host, taking on four-time runners-up Nepal. First game under lights, very pleasant conditions. It's a free kick. Yet another yellow, this time given away to the Nepalese player. Foul challenge. Wearing jersey number 14 for Sri Lanka. He's under intense pressure. Humad Harun. Humad Harun, a player from St. Peter's College, Colombo 4. St. Peter's producing two outstanding youngsters to represent Sri Lanka during this tournament. Tries to get the header away. Yet another set piece in favor of Sri Lanka, wearing jersey number 5. Threads it. Goes over the penalty area, and Nepal skipper got plenty of room in front. Threads it away to the right and finds a red jersey. Looks like that's it. Intense first half. Sri Lanka losing a player, still managing to keep the scoreline 0-all. Tremendous effort coming into this game as the underdogs. I thought Sri Lanka done a stellar job. You can tell that by the impressions of the faces of Sri Lankan players, youngsters, under 17, inexperience. Huge tournament. I thought so far so good for Sri Lanka, as long as they keep their scoreline 0-all. The first half, even Steven. Nepal had their chances, not taken. And Sri Lanka, interestingly, just about had 4 good opportunities, none of them taken. And as a result, the curtain raiser first half ended in 0-all. These are some of the highlights. I thought Sri Lanka, though not playing extravagantly, though not expressing their full repertoire, striking repertoire, still being able, those are the chances. Needed a deflection. That collision in the early stages of this game, given a yellow card. That one pushes above the crossbar. And that's the unfortunate incident, given a red card, and Sri Lanka losing their number 11 and will have to contend with just 10 players for 45 more minutes. Mohammad Zaid is the man who was given a red card. So that's how it ended. The first half, 0-all, Sri Lanka versus Nepal. The curtain raiser scoreline. Saff Under-17 Football Championship 2025 coming to you live from the Racecourse Stadium, Colombo 7. Welcome back. Under 17 Saff Championship well and truly underway. It was an enthralling first half, both the teams failing to score. Got few opportunities, Sri Lanka in particular got 3 opportunities if I'm not mistaken. But unfortunately, scoreline remains 0-all and all to play for second half just about to start. As you can see, Sri Lanka huddle up once again, trying to regather their thought process. I thought, considering how they played during their previous editions of this tournament, Sri Lanka done a stellar job, but challenging times ahead. 45 minutes more remaining. They've lost their very enterprising midfielder Mohammad Shahid, Zaira College player, given a red card, straight red card. And the challenge wasn't a disastrous one, but what matters, the referee's decision, and Sri Lanka will have to contain with just 10 players. That's a tough proposition. And we'll let you know what are the changes coach Fazul Rahman brought into this team to start up the second half. But right now, both the teams once again regather their thoughts and with plenty of fuel in their engines ready to go. This is Saff Under 17 Football Championship 2025. This is the 10th edition. 9 previous editions, largely in favor of India, the regional football powerhouse, winning this tournament on 6 occasions. Bangladesh, alongside Sri Lanka in Group A, winning this tournament on 2 occasions. And Pakistan, yet another very strong. They are featuring in Group B. And Nepal, quite a few good players. They've been showcasing excellent football this tournament in particular. Shamir Kumar, the one who missed a straightforward goal during the first half. Ram Thami, he's been busy right there when it matters. Nishal Maga, wearing jersey number 23 and wearing number 13. He's the for Sri Lanka. It doesn't look like they've made too many changes. Haroon still is in and waiting for the signal from referee Kumar Ashwin from India. Very, very interesting second half. We are underway then. Immediately gets a long ball into Sri Lankan territory. Back in position, tall and lanky Sri Lankan in the midfield. Looks like they're very keen on infusing a little bit of pace during the second half. Immediately, sense of urgency by the Nepalese midfielders as well as the forwards. They are taking far shorter duration between their passes. Number 22, Bangdari. He's been a busy player during the first half, so is Shrestha. Got the header way past the goal line, and immediately during the first minute in the second half itself, Sri Lanka once again finding themselves under pressure. Short corner taken, and defenders scampering back, headed away to the safety. It's a good one in front. Sri Lankan defender was vigilant, now dribbling his way between 2 Nepalese players. There's a good one. Still not out of any danger. On that occasion, Nepalese trying to hurry things up a little too much. There's a good one, space in front. Timely touch, timely intervention prevented what would have been a certain goal for Sri Lanka. Still in danger. Nepal brought in change. Wearing jersey number 12. Dipen Karki is in. And once again, little nonchalant on that occasion, Sri Lankan defender. Always good to see Sri Lankan defenders inside penalty area remain disciplined. The only challenge Sri Lanka facing during the second half is that they have only 11 players to showcase their footballing prowess. That's very, very hard, even against a weaker side. Nepal certainly one of the favorites, one of the top 3 teams in my book. I rate India, Bangladesh and Nepal right on top, and Pakistan always unpredictable. Sri Lanka trying to build up their first passage in the second half. Well shielded, excellent work there. Tall and lanky number 18 for Sri Lanka. Mohamed Rishad. Wasn't the intended area of the field. Aditya Vikramaratne had a fairly decent first half. Skipper in particular had a couple of opportunities and was marshalling his troops really, really nicely. Always communicating, which is a key element when it comes to leading a football team, about trying to get busy. Space in front and pushes it wide. Luckily, Sri Lankans a little vulnerable on that occasion. There weren't enough players in front doing the defending. Fortunately, he pushes that one to the left and nowhere near the goal post. No real danger. Just as I mentioned, these are amateur young footballers hoping to make a mark in the international scene. Now a good ball. Moves forward. He likes to get busy. The final touch was a little too heavy as a result. Goalkeeper now gets it into safety. A good one, gets it deep. Header. Sri Lanka concedes possession back. Wouldn't be a bad idea for Sri Lanka to maintain possession for a brief period. Few seconds more than what they are doing at the moment. Average retention time for Sri Lanka is just about 10-12 seconds, and not much of a change when it comes to the Nepalese. They too not keeping possession. That used to be so customary. Nepalese maintaining huge percentage of possession during the games against Sri Lanka. Previous editions, if I tell you the score lines when these two teams met each other right here, Nepal beating Sri Lanka 6-0 and reaching the finals against India. And last year, when they played each other, Nepal winning it quite comfortably 4-0, which means Sri Lanka made serious improvements. Their energy levels are pretty good, and above all, their attitude. They are very keen on playing attacking football. On my assessment, Sri Lanka were very keen on playing ultra defensive football during their previous edition due to lack of... Oh, that's it! Little nonchalant on that occasion. Sri Lankan goalkeeper as well as the defenders. Lets it get inside the goal post. The man who missed the goal gets one back at the net. Zamir Kumar for Nepal gets the first goal against the run of play. Sri Lankans for a moment lack vigilance. There you go. Nicely running between two defenders and a beautiful header. Nepal, as expected, is in front, playing with numerical advantage, 11 against 10. Tough times for Sri Lanka. 52nd minute goal.
Goal for Nepal.
Is in front.
Jersey number 13, Samir Kumar.
Samir Kumar. So he already made amends for a couple of goals he missed. It's a beautiful work. Looks like Vikramaratne. It's indeed Marco Jayatunga. Very good player. He's been playing really well. Excellent work rate. Someone who's got the speed. Sri Lanka gets a free kick. Now, all of a sudden, Sri Lanka chasing the game. All too familiar position for them against Nepal. They've been very good during the first half. You know, playing a half without conceding a goal against a strong team, itself an achievement. But all it took, less than 10 minutes after the end of the first half. Oh, that's a good one. Goalkeeper just about managing to put that one away for safety. Punches away. From time to time, Sri Lanka showcases once again. He's a danger man, very unassuming, but looks like a man who got plenty of speed and can cover the ground in double quick time. Nice maneuver. Well challenged, back in position, space in front. Sri Lanka gets a timely intervention through SK Kavishka. Satin Sahid, the Sri Lankan goalkeeper, was well deceived on that occasion. Gets it over the crossbar, powerful one, powerful kick. Much better second half for the Nepalese. Infusion of speed in defense, in offense. Working well, and with the numerical advantage, they've been opening up plenty of avenues, getting quality balls inside the penalty area. Sri Lankans not committing too much. A couple of midfielders are pretty much committed in defense. Obviously, after losing a player inside the first half, a very talented Mohamed Zahid was given a red card straight away. And that point onward, Sri Lanka starting to feel the pressure amidst. Sri Lanka had a couple of opportunities, not really utilizing them. It's a good one. Well headed away into safety. It's a very, very pleasant evening here at Racecourse Ground, Colombo 7. Home for Sri Lanka football. Football House Sri Lanka in the vicinity. And this is the venue they preferred for all their international fixtures. 10,000 plus capacity crowd. And today, very decent crowd is in, despite being a working day. I have no doubts as the tournament progresses, there will be more support for the Sri Lankan team as well as the rest of the teams. This is, in fact, the future of Saff football. It could be a very, very dangerous player if you are not paying enough attention to him. Wearing this number 22.
Substitution for Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka just about to make a couple of changes. Jersey number 10 enters the field for Sri Lanka. He's Zakaria Safarullah, a UAE-based player. Looks like a very talented player. Can he make the difference? Playing with just 10 players, never an easy profession. I already mentioned that twice or thrice. Here's the danger man. Created a couple of good opportunities, missing both, but finally had what it takes. Always a sign of a good player, coming back strong after missing 2 imminent goals. Sri Lankan defenders must be applying attention to cover him, to mark him well enough. He's the sort of a player who constantly pressing the issue, pressing Sri Lankan defenders to the brink. He's been playing well. Kovinch. That one pushes. Not really intended to deliver that one to a white jersey. If you go through the institutions, these youngsters brushed up their footballing skills. Mohammad Rishad from Al Humaizara National School, Berwala. Humad Haroon from St. Peter's College. Marco Jayatunga from Italy. And Halik from Anuradhapura, Nachadua Central College. Very proud moment for them. Couple of players in the squad together with Halik. M. Rakan, the other player. Never easy. Playing good football. The quality of football that was enough to earn them a place in the national squad. For these youngsters, a very bright future lies ahead if they applied enough attention, enough commitment been given to the game. It looks like Nepal is just about to get another corner. Excellent work there by Shashir Kumar, the man who scored a goal after missing 2 goals during the first half itself. Once again, threatening times for Sri Lanka. Plenty of white jerseys inside the penalty area. It's a good volley, a loopy one. Good header, not enough power though. Pushes it just wide. There you go. Complete contrast in the second half. It's been Nepalese players who dictate terms on Sri Lankans right throughout the second half. Scored a goal and created quite a few opportunities. That time, the touch by the Sri Lankan defender was a little heavy and providing opportunity to push that one towards the goal post. But fortunately for Sri Lanka, he pushes that one wider. Marco Jayatunga, another player with a bright future. Here's the skipper. Excellent work. Gets a little bit of room in front and the corner. Just lets it trickle away past the goal line. That's the man working with these youngsters for an extensive period. Fasul Rahman, Sri Lankan head coach. Someone who's not very keen on dwelling into history. He plays what's in front. That's a good philosophy in football. There's absolutely no point wondering too much about your past, and it's about the future. It's about what's in front of you. This man, Kovinch, had a very, very good first half, as well as in the second half. He's been someone who's applying great deal of pressure on. Oh, that's a good one. He needed someone to advancing. No one within the range. There you go. That's the substitute player, a replacement player. Safarullah. Yet another UAE-based player, already indicating he's got what it takes to be competitive in international football. Now the Nepalese defenders slowing the game down. They know for a fact they are in front, and with the numerical advantage they can build up attacking passages and create overlap just like that. Number 7 marches ahead. Excellent work. Still in possession. Now starting to feel comfortable. Their touches, passing accuracy, everything improved. Drastic improvement in comparison to the first half. There's another danger man for Nepal. Wearing jersey number 12, he's been pushed, and that's a foul. Free kick in favor of Nepal. Just about 15 to 20 meters outside the penalty area. Sri Lankans scampering back. It's important maintaining right body language, right attitude. Yes, you're one goal down. It's just a matter of getting one goal and getting back to level terms with Nepal. Plenty of time still remaining. We are in the 64th minute of this game. This is just the first game, so always important finishing up well enough that you can move on to the next game with serious amount of confidence. Was it a good one? Never really intended to find a red jersey. There are a few players. Looks like Nepal has got few replacements. Number 23 didn't. Yes, he did start it originally, so he wasn't a replacement. Vishal Marga, wiry looking man, but very, very talented. To the left flank, or Kolitivo. Oh, Sri Lankans had just about a couple of white jerseys inside the penalty area. They needed more. Skipper always very keen on advancing and be within range for his two wingers to send in. That's ahead. Good defensive work there by the Nepalese defenders. Gets it into safety. There you go. All aspects of Nepalese game have improved in comparison to the first half. Contrastingly, Sri Lankans not been able to lift their standards to match the Nepalese ascent. Over the top in possession. Was a little careless. He was moving forward without having the ball within his control. Our skipper. It was a big chase. Nepalese defenders, they are undeterred. Now they have the luxury of slowing the game down just like they did during the first half. I have no doubts, the viewers too expected them to come out with all guns blazing, infusing plenty of speed. Nepalese known for it, as we're speaking about it, are the ones speeding towards the goal post through right wing. Didn't really work, and then ball went into touch should be another set piece, another throw in favor of Nepal, in fact. Lining up, gets it inside, skipper, nice touch, and to safety goes Sri Lankan defenders. Not the prettiest or the most attractive football being played by these two teams, but certainly plenty of excitement. Just to talk about two groups, seven teams in fact divided into two groups. Group A consisting of Sri Lanka, Nepal and Bangladesh, a very tough one, and Sri Lanka knows it. For the same reason, they got to get this right, still within their range. Just they are behind, but just by a one goal. Sri Lankan forwards wasn't very keen on advancing, putting a little bit of pressure on Nepalese defenders. So the Nepalese defenders doing their thing according to their own merry way. That's a long range hit, wasn't on target. Looks like a Nepalese player cramped up and needing serious medical attention. Is that the skipper? We'll let you in a minute. Long range attempt, never really targeted at the goal post. Sri Lankan coach Fazul Rahman, right from the word go, barking out plenty of instructions. He must be a happy man considering how well Sri Lanka played during the first half. Just that numerical advantage, 10 against 11, especially with against a very strong team like Nepal, contenders, fourth-time finalist, and looks like they got the goods to go one step better during 2025th edition of this tournament. Saff, of course, believing in unity among Saff nations, and just as I promised, I'll let you know the score lines between Sri Lanka and their opponents during the 2022 edition. Sri Lanka lost against Bhutan 5-0, and that has been the story for Sri Lanka, and looks like Nepal is just about to make another replacement player walking out, and he's been given medical attention. It looks all right, but what matters? He's been taken out to give a bit of treatment. 70 minutes gone, it's just 20 minutes remaining for Sri Lankans to be a little more adventurous. At the moment, game moving along at a labouring pace. No real infusion of speed apart from a couple of passages after the first half. Nepalese came in with an intention of scoring a goal. They fulfilled what they were after. Not too many bodies in front for Sri Lanka. Just about doing the same thing again and again was in order for Sri Lanka. Just as I mentioned, not enough white jerseys committing in front. Predominantly defensive maneuvers by the Sri Lankans during the second half. That numerical advantage definitely let them down very, very badly. The police took the opportunity, took the upper hand, scored a goal, and they pretty much dictating term against a team that they've scored large number of goals during the previous edition. On that count, Sri Lankans must be feeling good, and that feel-good factor should reflect on the scoreline. But unfortunately, Sri Lanka had 3 opportunities, none were taken. Still pushing for more. No real attacking moves during the second half for Sri Lanka. That's the disappointing fact for Sri Lankan fans. They were expecting Sri Lankans to replicate what they did during the first half. Just like that. No real intention, lack of conviction. Just like that. There was no Sri Lankan player. He just still went with the pass and pushed that one into touchline, and once again, during the first half, possession wise, both the teams very even, but in the second half, just about 65 to 35 in favor of Nepal. Understandably, a man short. He moves really nicely. Well intercepted. Now for the first time, Sri Lankans get a little bit of room in front, and the final pass wasn't a good one. Sri Lankan midfielders opted to go for a fancy pass. Too heavy. And playing patterns from the Sri Lankan team wasn't all that bad. It's just that they haven't been able to build enough attacking paces during the second half. First half, they did a much better job. But as we all know, when you're losing a key player inside first 40 minutes, from that point onward, you're swimming up against the tide. So Sri Lankans were made to work doubly hard. Mako Jayatunga, he's had a good game. Here's the danger man moving forward, looking for a few supporters. That's a good challenge, still in position. Oh, that was a little rough, but ref says that's all right. Back in position, Sri Lankans had enough position. It's just that they've not been able to bring it in front and building. Oh, that's a good ball. Too much pace, too much pace. Little too heavy for a moment. The ascending attack thought he had the chance of getting that one within his range and dribbling away towards the goal post. Wasn't the case. Prashant Bangari looks like a player who spent a great deal of energy inside first 75 minutes. Oh, really nice move. Here's the danger man once again, gets a good one. And two defenders combining. Oh, just about a foot and a half away from the uprights. Sri Lanka certainly starting to feel the heat. Wearing jersey number 11, he's very, very unassuming, but he's a danger man, I can tell you. Looks like a Sri Lankan player taken a blow to his head, and immediate medical attention is given. Wearing number 12 jersey for Nepal, Prosi Thapamagar had a fantastic game. Plenty of assists and plenty of threatening moves against the Sri Lankan defenders, and he's been instrumental. Nepalese ascent in the second half. There was a clear plan. They intentionally slowed the game down. Oh, that was painful. Came off the face, and for a moment, Nepalese attackers appealing for a hand goal, but wasn't the case. Shatin Shahid, or Peter Wright, gets the ball away and gets it past the touchline. We are once again sending out the invitation to all the football lovers from around Colombo. It's time for you to rally behind the youth of Sri Lankan football. Oh, that's a fantastic move. It's a line out. Just a throw. You can tell by their body language they are feeling good, confident about every facet of their play. Nepal, as usual, Sri Lanka getting ready for a long throw. 78 minutes gone. 12 matches altogether. Short throw. Immediately back in position. They are defending. Their challenges far better in comparison to the first half. Got caught offside. Yet another free kick. The official match referee Kumar Ashwin from India straight away given the red card for Sri Lanka number 11. I'm starting to wonder that challenge, was it that harsh? Mohamed Zaid is the man given a red card, and big loss for Sri Lanka. From that point onward, Sri Lanka's trying to scrapping their way back, not really working. Was put under pressure right at the beginning of the second half. Threatening move, diffused safely enough. There you go. No real conviction. It was intended to intended to reach a white jersey, instead thrown straight at red jersey. Lack of game awareness from time to time. Good thing about these tournaments, these youngsters got time on their side. 16, 17-year-old players to be eligible to be participating in this tournament. Players who were born after the 1st January 2009. So this is the youth. This is Sri Lanka's future. This is Nepal's future. Nepal through this tournament, once again moving quite quickly. That man, the goal scorer, got plenty of speed, finesse. Player to watch out. Few more matches coming up, and Nepal definitely keeping very high hopes of taking Nepal all the way through. Sri Lanka ready for another replacement.
Jersey number 14, Humaid Harun, replaced by jersey number 17.
Adnan Amin, the man made his way in. Stafford International College player. Adnan Amin wearing jersey number 17. It was all too easy. Well intervened. Oh, the Sri Lankans have enough bodies. Pass went astray. Really nicely gathered, and it's a throw in favor of Sri Lankans. Sri Lankans did look like gone out of steam a little bit. Tiring afternoon. Kavish got a good throw right inside. On that occasion, Sri Lankan attacker waiting till the ball reaching him, and Nepalese defender found the opportunity, kicked that one away into safety. Crucial time. Just 8 more minutes remaining. Can Sri Lanka pull out something special? They knew it's gonna be very hard against a solid team like Nepal. After being with for just 10 players. Imagine, it was hard enough with 11 players in field. So on that count, Sri Lanka deserves a little bit of credit. That's a good one. But the second pass wasn't a good one, and they've not been clinical during the second half at all, allowing the police to build enough pace, enough challenging moves. As a result, they managed to score a goal after attempting on 3 occasions during the first half. This is expected. When you're in front, it's a different feeling. You know for a fact you have the numerical advantage, and from time to time, beautiful moves like that. Fresh legs working really well for Sri Lanka. Adnan. That was really nicely thread, and Sri Lanka back in position. And the skipper was looking a little tired. Was the man to watch out. Done. Excellent piece of defending. Excellent piece of defending. He knows Nepalese number 13 possesses a great deal of skill set. This goal scorer, the very first goal of this tournament. Excellent challenge. Just before reaching the goal line, he got that one back in field. Before reaching the goal line, he got that one back in field. Nepal bring in yet another change. As you can see, slight bristle. We had it rain around 5 p.m. and now it started once again. Not a very heavy rain, but a drizzle that'll take the players out of their comfort zone. Playing field, looking fantastic. I'm sure the youngsters enjoyed their outing here at international venue, West Coast International Stadium. Just as I mentioned, a very busy place for the Sri Lankan football. Try to get a good inside ball, not really working, and back in position. Sri Lanka gets a free kick. He's had a very good game wearing jersey number 19 for Sri Lanka. Wasim now gets a very long kick and back in position. Sri Lanka number 10 got in during the second half and trying to build up. Enterprising move 21. We had a very good first half as well as in the second half. Zakaria Safarullah, UAE based player. Couple of UAE based players with Sri Lankan origin representing Sri Lanka under 17 team. With the rain, things aren't easy. Oh, they are very keen on finding their big man wearing jersey number 18 for Nepal, with a very interesting hairstyle. Sujan. Sujan Siangtan. Quite possibly the biggest lad in field. Now the rain gotten a little heavier. Just 4 minutes remaining for Sri Lanka to do something enterprising. Looks like a player feeling intense pain, not looking good. That's, if I'm not mistaken, MF Halik from Nachadua Central College. And now match officials requesting for medical attention. Not very sure what exactly the incident that made him just there. A boot to the thigh and then onto the leg. Oh, never a good feeling. Never a good feeling under intense pain now. Two more minutes of standard time remaining for Sri Lankans to do something enterprising. Can they be adventurous? Can they be enterprising? As the rain getting heavier and heavier, it was a very decent crowd pushing Sri Lankans through all the way, encouraging, creating a fantastic atmosphere. Always a nice feeling for the youngsters representing your national team, wearing national colors. It doesn't matter if it is an age group or the national team. Football in international arena, you're up against the best in the region. This is Saff Under 17 Championship 2025. This is the 10th edition and the second occasion Sri Lanka hosting this event. During the media briefing, Sri Lankans were praised for their hospitality. Sri Lanka known for their hospitality, hosting events or otherwise. Credit should be given to FFSL, Football Federation of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, most improved side, one of the most improved side in international football. Just about a year and a half, 2 years back, Sri Lankans, they were ranked 250th in FIFA rankings. Now moved their way up to 196th position, which itself a very commendable. Of course, plenty of players who are based in foreign countries representing Sri Lanka. Is this the opportunity Sri Lanka was waiting? Room in front. Just didn't manage to get a kick away towards the goal post. Another opportunity gone begging. Talking about FIFA rankings with national setups. Sri Lanka 196th in the world and Nepal ranked 176th currently. Safarullah trying to thread one and trying to build an attacking move and really didn't work. Calm and composed. Measured approach by Nepalese defenders in the second half. Never really allowed easy opportunities. Made things very, very tough for Sri Lankan attackers. Gone out of steam. Sri Lankans, when the opportunities are arriving, they are not anticipating them. Another player gone down wearing jersey number 12, who had a fantastic game so far. We are nearing the end. Sri Lankans had the opportunity. That one came off the foot. Contrastingly, Nepal used to score a large number of goals against the Sri Lankans during their previous meetings. 2022, 6 goals to nil. 2024, 4 goals to nil. And Sri Lanka just conceding a single goal with that unfortunate red card during the first half. He looks a good player, Safarullah. Working hard, still striving. Tournaments like this definitely providing that opportunity to assess where you stand. Sri Lanka, I have no doubts, one of the most improved sides. They've been training for 2 months, just as I mentioned at the beginning of this game. Another one in front and goal number 2 as he approaches the final minute. Both the goals goes to same player, Samir Kumar. Fantastic game. He was disappointed during the first half, missing out on 2 occasions. But what a fantastic second half. 2 goals. Now there can be only one winner. It's just a matter of minutes. Enough pace does the trick for Samir Kumar. The scoreline reads 2 goals to nil. And as expected, powerful Nepalese just about to bag this game. As we are witnessing the final minutes of this game. Sri Lanka, they must be disappointed. Just they were hampered with that red card with just 10 players in field. They fought hard. A long throw. I think they need to be active, little more active during these attacking passages. Just ambling across, not too much of energy. There you go. He wasn't anticipating that. Neither do the follow-up player. This has been the playing pattern during the second half for Sri Lankans. Trying to salvage some pride. Wasn't to be. 5 added minutes. We are in the 91st minute of this game. This is the curtain raiser and looks like Nepal as expected. Oh, Sri Lanka in danger once again. Space in front. 3 lining up. 3 red jerseys. Fortunately, just about managed to push that one away into safety. They made subtle adjustments during the second half. Infusion of little bit of speed and accuracy. And they've been very, very clinical during the second half as a result. Scoring 2 goals. The entire second half belongs to the Nepalese. Had very little troubles. Their defense wasn't really tested. Looks like another player gone down awkwardly. The final minute. Looks like a replacement. Injury to his elbow, it seems. Never a nice thing. The first game of the tournament. Wearing jersey number 21 for Sri Lanka. Man who had a great time. Kavinash is under intense pain and immediate medical attention is given. Looks like his time in this match pretty much over. Just about 4 or maybe 3 added minutes remaining. That's it. That's the full time. And the long whistle gone up. Nepal winning it comprehensively. And they were expected to score a large number of goals if they did against the same opponent during their previous meeting. But that didn't happen. Sri Lankans shown a great deal of heart during this game. It was a fantastic first half where they've created just about 3 chances, but unfortunately not managing to get one behind the net. Skipper played brilliantly. He's the one who led the side outstandingly well for Sri Lanka, and the skipper for Nepal, Prashant Mokhtan. Just as he mentioned, they are very keen to go one step further this time. Looks like they got the goods. Quite a few attacking players. Goal scorer Samir Kumar got steering pace and scoring 2 goals. Without a doubt, the player of the match. He was outstanding. He took away that disappointment, missing out on 2 occasions during the first half. And what a fantastic second half it was for Kumar, scoring both the goals, and he had plenty more opportunities. He was the threatening one. He was the danger man, and he proved that. Why exactly he regarded as the danger man for Sri Lanka, scoring 2 goals, convincing enough. Sri Lankans better first half, but the second half, their energy levels gone down. No real conviction, accuracy with their passes gone out of the window, and not creating enough opportunities. Yes, they were hampered by that red card during the first half, given away to Sri Lanka number 11, Mohammad Zaid. Entire second half belongs to the red jerseys. Starting up this game, Nepal was the favorites, and they just did play it like the favorites and proven a point. Here's that unfortunate incident. Sri Lankan player Mohammad Zaid was given a straight red card. After that, Sri Lanka never really recovered. Plenty of opportunities being created by the Nepalese. That's the one almost gone in for Sri Lanka. So at the end of the first half, scoreline reads 0-0. But fantastic second half. Here's the first goal. Kumar with a beautiful header. He was hardly challenged. Sri Lankans lacking vigilance. Here's the opportunity Sri Lanka got during the second half. Another one. Gone above the crossbar. There you go. Sri Lankan defenders just sitting and watching the proceedings. Just expecting Nepalese attackers to do mistakes, and that's the second. All too easy. He was hardly challenged. Strong physical presence for Sushil Kumar. And here's the scoreline. The curtain raiser. Nepal coming up on top. And we are expecting to meet you with plenty more exciting footballing action. Plenty of exciting games lined up. India taking on Maldives and Pakistan taking on Bhutan tomorrow. Expecting to meet you with exciting football actions tomorrow right here at Racecourse Ground, Colombo 7. Until then, it's good night and goodbye.